Ready? Okay. Thank you for joining. Let's start the Sunday weekly yoga sessions. Yeah. That's it. As usual, three components. First part is asanas, exercise, yoga, mobilize your body, let your blood flow, your lymphatic, your nerve system at a physical level gets activated. At a mental level, there is mindfulness. You are involving your subconscious, and at your what's called this sound level internally, you communicate with the ultimate energy vibrations of the universe. So start with the sound of universe, the primordial sound of worm. So sit straight, breathe in deeply. Swa तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि यो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ठीक है, पुनः आप सभी को साथ देने के लिए धन्यवाद। चलते आसन का कार्य शुरू। पहला आसन चक्की आसन। घुमाइए, move your body clockwise 3 times. Hold your feet together, hands together straight. Go 3 times to the left. Paschimottanasana. Lift your hands, touch your toes. 3 times minimum. You can keep doing it until, depending on how much time you have, 21 times up to, or even more. Move your legs, open your thighs, right side, left side. Yeah, now support your back. Ankles are together. Move them clockwise. And exercises for ankles. Make sure you do them. Otherwise, as you get older, there's lots of pains in the wrist and ankles. Positions, the way we stand most of the day, or sit and the wrist. So these exercises are very helpful. Incorporate them in your daily life. It will help you. So now move your toes inside. So inversion and inversion and eversion of the ankles. Okay. Rotate again. Move your legs towards you. Right, followed by left, and then forward. Okay, now more targeted exercises. First one, your ankle, right ankle on your left knee, push your right knee to the ground. As you breathe in, concentrate, be mindful. Breathe in and out. Push your leg down, down. So Muladhara chakra, the reservoir energy which sits here. If you progress it more northerly upwards, you become very not only successful materially, but metaphysically, spiritually. It keeps moving. The same energy can go downwards, and then people end up with all those wrong things that they do in the world. If you live just at this level without really being conscious about the potential, then you just survive. Okay, so it's a survival instinct, otherwise at Muladhara Chakra. So basic, living like how animals, plants, and other species are created, they don't have the freedom to evolve, but as a human, we have that intellect to move, and that's what happens if you involve yourself properly into moving this energy is upwards. Then not only you will survive but progress, okay, in life materially. Then eventually, when you can be at peace with yourself and whatever those distractions are in life, then it gives the opportunity to dwell into more deeper questions of life. Who are you? Why are you here? What is the all space outside? The big questions of life. Okay, so this is called Titli Asana, butterfly pose. So Swadhisthana. So after in the perineal region, the energy sits along the spinal cord, which is involved with your sensual attachments, yeah, which to a point when we're growing up, they're important in terms of learning perceptions that we ingrain in ourselves, what we become in our life. We don't realize this is the experience of actually first 25 years of life, of what we perceive through the senses. So it's very important early in life, the exposure of what we and Gurukul systems and other way of living, Vedic way of living. That's why it was very advanced, because a child was trained, a program, so that when they were older, the program was there. Now you program into a very what's called Newtonian material-based way of living, which is good. It gives you survival and progress at very, very basic level. You can do what you want, but it's very limited in the frustration and the mental issues and everything that we fall into, what most 90% of the humans are trapped into is obvious, very obvious. Like you are stuck into it while you are 50, 60 years old. You're not really anything more than being slaves to the systems of today. So to be aware of all this in itself is yoga, actually, so that you can reconstruct or reprogram what you are involved in, because that what was a formula for first 20 years, yeah, gave you bread, butter, maybe a bit of a shelter, but now you are completely entangled in it and you need to come out of it. So that's how yoga helps you, because you really need to reprogram your subconscious. So when the conscious living is not what we thought was the real deal, is very limited in capacity to actually give you the deepest level of material success, wisdom, or happiness, health, everything requires more. So this exercises in that way really help you actually get awareness. Knowledge is power. So knowledge, definitely, just being aware of what all is happening to you as a body at different planes, then acting on it. So that's the physical part of yoga. So exercise itself is important, our sense, what we're doing now. The third one is called Manipura Asana or Chakra Center. So once you have a better understanding of your very basic fight, flight, survival instinct, and procreation senses, um, you direct some of that energy into being more disciplined, working hard, waking up full time, going to work, and involving yourself with your at a material level, then you'll be successful. And so, and which is very important because living experience on earth is the opportunity to obtain wealth, success, prosperity, everything. This is why you are living as in a physical form. And you need to actually really succeed. So then, the energy moves up. After talking about the other two centers, then you have this focus and determination and discipline and concentration, and you involve your subconscious expresses itself at a conscious level daily in your life. Then that what you are working for, and we all are doing that, going to work to for daily, trying to acquire wealth and success and prosperity. It's just using the Newtonian way of very objective and logic. Yet it takes you so far only, and there's so much of effort and required. But if you were to able to understand the abundance that is there, and it is not limited for only 8 billion people, but it's unlimited universes with 100 billion stars and galaxies. So you don't need to be jealous, you don't need to be envious, you don't need to compare, you don't need to worry that if you take something, someone else won't or will miss out. No, every single person can obtain. So that level of knowledge and involvement with your physical efforts and discipline then opens a level of actually success which people who the top people, like say 5-10% of the corporate world, they involved in it, they acquire that part of awareness in their life. So because it's not only hard work that brings success at that level, it's actually any energy-based stuff which is involved in making things happen for you in your life. So most people don't understand, but the impact of yoga in your life actually drives this as well. So that as a person, as a soul that is born in this body has all the potential and an energy, if you tap into which then taps into the abundance of the universe, then anyone and everyone can acquire that abundance as well. Because you have to understand, if you have that freedom of then non-attachment to all this material level, then only truly your fourth chakra, which is Anahat. So you're trying to press it to chest, your heart. Anahat means nahi, heart, completely detached. Then you have everything, but you are not attached to anything. And with that complete detachment, then you are able to express compassion at a deeper level. It's all good to be charitable and do for tax purposes and other things because that's very important. You help the poor people, the unfortunate who are stuck into it. And lots of very successful people like Bill Gates and them, they do. But the involvement of a human is beyond that. So once you reach beyond that, and that concern and expression of that feeling, true feelings coming deep from you, so that you understand a plant or animal or any other human being or anything and everything, then that level, that energy center gets opportunity after those three to express itself. And then you speak, the way you talk, the way you express Vishuddhi, Nashika, like and behind the throat level, those your immune system, your other physiological processes, they all start expressing and helping you become healthier. Physically, then mentally, you are now at peace because you are beyond all these small little sensual attachments and the material success of only where the ego thinks it's driving. But you are just part and parcel of the universal process that you are obtaining abundance to do a much higher level of duties in the world, okay? And then so forth, it keeps going up. Right? Pituitary, the pituitary gland, your pineal gland. When its activation happens, the crystalloid portions of those glands are the energy source of connection to beyond just your sensual perception antennas that we have. Then you are now relating this energy like the sun's rays, like you are part of that ray, the white, blue light. It all just flows in with you. And so you have to, it just depending on the karmic cycle of birth and process of what we have accumulated, accumulated impacts of our impressions of other lifetimes. Some people are just expressed out when they're born in this physical, and they progress very fast, rapidly they are there. But others, like us, we have to work harder. You just have to be disciplined. And even in this lifetime, every person and every single person on universe, at least talking about Earth, can actually acquire that level of perception and communication. But it is so yogic exercises are much more about learning about you, obviously, than it helps you communicate with very and give you answers of the bigger questions of life, basically. Who are you? Why you? What is this whole universe and things? So, okay. So, so it's not only we are sitting and doing so. We are actually becoming aware of ourselves. Actually, what's happening? We are reprogramming ourselves because, unfortunately, of how we grew up, what was very material centered only, and that is okay because that's basically of our comfort living, house, food, shelter, and things, bread and butter. That's good, but that's very basic level, yeah. So that's why the frustration happens, okay. And then so keep going now, okay. So Padmasana, just put your legs on your. If you can bring them together, lift yourself up. Up, move up, on your toes, the legs flat. Now, size lying down. Halasana. Push your legs as far as possible. Shoulder strong. Legs. In and out. There's your knees with your ankles. Rotate them clockwise, anti-clockwise, up and down. Left side. In, out, out, in, up, hold, down. On Muktasana, put your knees towards the chin. 1, 2, 3. Inside. 1, 2, 3. Both together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift yourself up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Go right side, left, right side, and then left, right side, and then left. Good. Lift. 1, 2, 3. Matrishasana. Bring your legs to the side. Lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chakrasana. Hands by the shoulders. Lift. Support your neck by hands. Makarasana. Right side, left side, right side, and then left, right side, then left. Variation. Push your left knee towards the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change side. Opposite. 1, 2, 3, 5. Change and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Navasana. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Up. Sit down. Gomukhasana. On your right ankle, sit left leg over your right knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Extend your hands. 1, 2, 3. Lift your left hand and hold the fingers on the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Change side. Right ankle over left knee. To your left ankle. Push yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Right hand up this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Sit down, cross-legged. Press the soles of your feet. So grounding. Yeah, this step. We can, if we don't have time. Just press, press, press. Or if you have time, just press, massage sole of your feet, front, the dorsal of your leg, your ankles and calf, and your knee, thighs, head, flap. Do the same thing. Massage both sides and each of the fingers, and then front of the hands, both sides. Okay, and balance of Chaturanga. So pressing or longevity. So radial artery, just press clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Chaturanga balance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. And then massage your face. Stress, as I keep saying, 90% of reliefs accumulates here. Okay, so have these muscles of your hand, just press them gently, nicely. Top of your head, back of your hand, side of your head, front, near the eyes, your cheek, all these sinuses areas. And, there's vascular bundles around here, big arteries and veins are here. So tap them. There's a lot of energy source, immune system activation here. Yeah, thymus gland, bone marrow, mother. Okay, just press, pressing thing. If you can try it on yourself, these things. You don't, your lack of energy, very lazy feeling, just try this thing in the morning. It will make you okay. Hand, you're telling me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2. It balances the acid base in the body. They don't get all these refluxes and gastritis and things. It helps you. Okay, make a fist, put on the right armpit, breathe in through the right and out to the left. Do the opposite side. Okay, now face the floor. Start with a plank, or you can do push-ups. You can do push-ups, or you can do planks. Whatever you can do, just stay in this position for a while. So, and down flat. Push your hands upwards and you push your legs downwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rest your chin on your thumbs with support of your elbows. Bring your ankles towards your bum. Push as much as you can. Lift yourself up. Look at the ankles on the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sarabasana. Hands together, legs together, twist your body right, left, right, left, right, left. Okay. Lift your legs up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's the floor one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Deeply. For the ankles, push to your toes. Lift your neck up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now breath go up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Right side, left, right side, left. One more time. Right and left. Lift your right leg, hold with your left fingers, and pull as much as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do the opposite side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Support your chest with your hands. Balance your leg. Left, holding the right leg. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now just on one knee. Hold yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chin side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. on your hands and your knees. Now breathe in, go down, knee down as you come up. Like the camel position, push your tummy in and rotate clockwise. Breathe in again, out from left side. Breathe in again, out clockwise, anti-clockwise. In, out, in, out. Balak. Pose. In. 1, 2, 3. Namaste on your back and touch the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sthirasana on your knees. Lift yourself up. Push as far as possible. Go back. 1, 2, 3. On your ankles. Support your back with your hands and far back as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and all the way. Then touch the floor if you can. Breathe in, out, in, out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sit in this pose, Vajrasana. Your fingers together, put at the Muladhara chakra level, belly button, breathe out as you go down. In, now press, increase more pressure. If you have hernia or other problems in your tummy, please don't do this. Yeah, change side, down. Now along the length of your thighs, at the belly button at the corner level, the organs, kidneys, and its respiratory system, press on it. Exercises for your eyes. Open your hands. Keep your neck straight. Look at the fingers on the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go diagonal. Right side up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left side downwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go left side up now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left, right side downwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left side. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands on your thighs. Look as far as possible. Then quickly tip of your nose far away. Tip of your nose far away. Your nose. Go clockwise now. 12, 3, 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9, 12. Anti-clockwise. 12, 9, 6, 3, 12, 9, 6, 3, 12, 9, 6, 3, 12. Next size, clockwise. Nice and gradual. Slowly move your neck clockwise, then anti-clockwise. Gradually. Yeah. Nice and good. Keep your mind focused. Be mindful of what you're doing. Be rhythmic. Okay, now exercise for chin. Press your right side with your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back of your neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You exercise your shoulders in and out. 5. In and out. Now out and in. Good. Now your wrist. Okay, bringing aside wrist and ankles. Make sure you exercise them. Okay. Now, before we stand up and complete our asanas, let's see if you can do the ankle. Sorry, the knee. You can lift yourself with the knees, sides of your knee. Coming. And now lie down flat and then lift yourself up without support of your hands. Okay, we keep learning every week to increase the strength of our abdominal muscles. All right. Now lift yourself without supporting. Go up. Okay. Now we are at the stage of doing standing up exercises. Right? Okay, breathe in, out, open your chest, out, in, out, in, out. Pull your head, breathe in, out, 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 in, out. Now lift yourself up. Okay. Exercise for your knees. You rotate them, ankles together, knees together, supporting them, and then rotate clockwise, anti-clockwise. The pelvic area. Yeah, good. Clockwise. Anti-clockwise. Yeah. Vrikshasana. Stand up, concentrate on your toes, lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On one leg now. So the concentration. 1, 2. Left now. Push, hold. 1, 2, 3. Warrior pose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lift yourself up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Balance yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's do Chandra Namaskar, starting with 3 point. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Go down. 1, 2, 3. Lift yourself up. 1, 3. Stand right ankle, change side. Turn Namaskar from the left side. 3 point. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Bend the knee, go down. 1, 2, 3. 4. 1. Come up and on your left ankle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come up. Push further. Down, down. In, up, up. Come on. Yeah. Try going down and up. 1. Lift yourself up. Up. 1 more time. Up. Yeah. Right, now we are left with Surya Namaskar. Okay, expressing gratitude, learn how to express gratitude, give your emotions involved, thought, so awareness, knowledge, thought, think about good things, acquire good qualities. Gratitude is very powerful, expressing thanks to everything and everyone who helps you. And the sun itself makes the earth live. So that's why we do Surya Namaskar. And then slowly you learn how to feel the grace of it. Okay? Then intuitive power. You talk and express is one thing. To receive in response of your humble request, you need to be able to listen to it as well. Yeah. So that is very important as well. And I think most religious teachings are fall short of helping their people because they're not really teaching people how to receive. Okay, because it's only 50% of the work if you know how to genuinely pray anyway and be conscious and aware of what you are requesting. But it is of not much success if you don't know how to listen to those signals. So these practices are very helpful in acquiring or helping you then become intuitive and receive the grace that you breathe in, breathe out, breathe in and out, touch your toes, push your right leg back, go into plank position, breathe in and out. Asthangasana, your chin, your knee and your toes are touching the ground, the rest is up. Bhujan, lift yourself up, up, up. Parvatasana. Push yourself in, lift back up, right leg, followed by left. Push your left leg in, move up. Start from the left, breathe in and out, in and out. And Asthana, Bhujan, Parvatasana. Left followed by right side, push the leg in, up, over the way. One cycle complete. Second cycle, breathe in, breathe out, in and out. Extend, flat. Bhujan. Then Asthana, Bhujan, Parvat. Right followed by left, chin. Up. Left side, remove and out, in and out, in and out. Bhujan, Parvat, left, right, in, out. Last cycle, starting from the right side. Breathe in, breathe out, in, out. In, knee and toes, lift. Parvat, right, followed by left, breathe. Now, go from the left side. Last run, breathe in. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so that's 3 cycles of Surya Namaskar. If you increase it, you get full cardio done. If you don't do all other asanas, if you can only do Surya Namaskar, that in itself completes your movement here of your spine and other places in the body. That's what we are trying to do. Now, before we do the last asana, which is Sthirasana, headstand, you can try and balance yourself on your elbows. Oh, let's do the headstand. If you can't do headstand, you can do shoulder stand, Sarvangasana. Do headstand. Do it with me. And yes. Now let's do the very last asana, which is, I know all of you like this asana, especially in the weekend. We just like to sleep off. Tantric state is very high. Okay, never mind. If you know how to, you can lie down a corpse asana, like dead man's pose. Okay, sleep is a default exercise in itself to keep your body physiology giving a rest. Okay, you can do it much better if you are conscious and consciously doing it, which is called. So we are doing this asana, which is lying flat now, hands up by your side, little separated from your body, legs a little about 3 centimeters away, just separated only. Neck is straight. You're looking upwards to the sky. But your eyes are closed, but your inner eye is open and you can see the entire Brahmanda, the universe. You can see much, much more depth and further than just your normal eye. No, perception, you know that, eh? Much of our senses perception is very low, 10 to 15% at most, even your brain itself. There's something really, really important here when you realize this, that if that limited awareness of us can help us achieve whatever we have so far achieved, imagine if we can go further than that. The potential of human beings is actually very, very high. And that's what the yoga helps you tap into slowly. So that, because otherwise it just finishes up in a life and you get reborn again to tap into again. And if you don't do positively, you go negative, further negative, and then animals, plants, all these species of the creator are here to give us the feel of their potentials. A bird's eye or elephant's ears or a plant, how, in a most dry area even, how it selects the nutrients from the soil. Everything is a meaning of the whale in the ocean. How they live, they are as a physical evidence of what this human life, is the Chorasila Kuni spoken 9 million species of life, in which human life is the most free soul in. But as you understand, freedom comes with a huge responsibility. And it's like a sided sword. It'd be very good, it can make it really bad for you. So that's why it's, if you can, yoga and these pathways of Hindu religions were written in a time thousands of years ago now. Now, with awareness of that, then one day humans will forget. Oh, especially after Mahabharata, when the teachers, most of the yogic teachers were no more. Then it's written in forms like Rishi Patanjali, Swami Dayanand, Rishi Vastesh, Krishna, Arjuna, Gita. They're all expressing in record so that humans of today can actually follow it. So we're doing now yoga nidra with it. So as I say, if you sleep, yeah, your senses are dull, you're still aware, but you are becoming your sleep. Your conscious state is gone. Everything else is active. Your heart, your lungs, your brain waves, they calm down from beta to alpha to theta, and you feel the whole wavelength of brain. So have the knowledge. Once you have the knowledge, and then you can actually incorporate it. To tap into this. For example, my Nadong is interested in fixing names into what it should do. Dogs are meant to be protective of the island. If they're compound in these, they're like the alarm system. Okay? They have a responsibility and job, they keep doing it. We are trying to twist them by treating them. It's all well and good because we have other ways than alarm system and security look after us, and dogs are more like pets. It's helpful for our mental being and other things. But you have to understand they they live within that confinement. Okay? The plant can't move. It's wherever it is, that the tree will be there. Come hide or shine or whatever. So human beings have this potential. You can either sleep in the mornings and the whole day, or you can wake up and take advantage of the morning period of pureness, oxygen level is high, this quietness, and the alignment of planetary systems helps you evolve yourself. So we have the freedom, but the you'll keep noticing animals and other species. They have these qualities and distinctive attributes that we should learn from, and a lot of big poses and exercises that breathing exercises actually are learned, acquired writings. If we incorporate, we increase our capacity physiologically, physically, and then obviously mentally later on, and then spiritually. So breathe in, your hands are by your side. Oxygen, observe as this air goes through your nostrils, to your windpipes, in your lungs. Observe it, your body, you should know how 800,000 some what's called alveolar spaces, they exchange the air into blood, and especially your hemoglobin is bound to what's called oxygen is bound to hemoglobin, and it carries in the blood like the channels, 33, some 1,000 kilometers of channel systems. Heart is a machine, a pump at a physical, full Shariri level, but at a suksham and current Shariri level, in a very subtle level, there's an energy center which is very important. The heart and your brain, if they are in coherence, then you can acquire that abundance that I was teaching you in the beginning. So all the exercises that we do are eventually leading you to the level of your heart. In the physical level, the oxygenation, your health becomes better. At a more subtle level, your mind, because if it's in rhythmic with your mind, then you have more peace and you're more in control of your body rather than external factors making you frustrated and angry and stressed. And at the most deepest level of the current Sharif causal level, that link opens through your pituitary and pineal gland into the abundance of the entire universe. So observe with your heart and it pumps, then it goes to the pituitary cells in your body of exploration. That's called pran. It's called pran. You say breathe in, feel the breath, and then we breathe out. Take your attention to your belly button below that area. It's called as apan. As you breathe out. Now observe as blood returns from your feet to your heart, and from your brain to your heart, and heart again pushes in a physical manner to the lung, and from lung reverse happens. Carbon dioxide and other nitrous oxide and gases are exhaled, taken out. It's a cycle. So as you exhale out, now observe that space, the moisture through which this air that you breathe in comes, it's unlimited, infinite space. 99% is space. Body also. Atoms acquire only 1%, 99% is space within the body as well. That your awareness, your connection, what's called motor and sensory neural system. So you're aware of what you're receiving. I mean, again, deep breath. As you breathe now, take your attention to the lower level of the above the belly button. It's a saman. Saman, pran. So pran, apan, saman. Saman center is also Jatharagni, the energy driving force, basically synonymous to your the sun as it's in our little universe within the Milky Way of multiverses, with nine planets to it. It's our planet's orbit and survive because of the sun in the body. There's called Jatharagni, the Saman Pran. That breath drives this metabolism, this energy. As long as there's heat, you are alive. It's cold, you are done. So it gives you this expression of beauty in your face, the energy drives you. Breathe again. So the fourth prana is called Udan. So take through the passage of those three and then now move to the heart. Okay, heart. At the physical level, the Koshendus, that compressor, which is the blood, 5 liters of blood and plasma, all through your body. So it's a Udan, Shitalta, cohesion, reflects the fluidity of the body, the blood flow, like the earth is surrounded by 70% oceans here, that some makes the earth live. Your body lives in this fluidity as well. So make sure your best drink is still your water. Make sure you have 20 glasses of water. Make sure enough fluidity there so your excretory functions and your ionic electrical conduction system happens through this fluidity of the body, and as you become more aware, so you get more vibes and energy connection to the universe. Okay, so breathe again. Deep breath. Now, fifth prana is called Pran. Prana, Prana, Pan, Saman, Udan, and Dhyan. Move yourself up, right to the top of your head. Observe your body, 205 pounds, muscles, tendons, physical part of it. It's stratified. Your muscle tendon goes down into a cellular level, the cells split the organs, organs split the body, and if you go deep into the cell, it becomes like reverse of it. So like the entire universe is outside, you start seeing inside a cell. So the whole structure of the cell now is the reverse of everything that you can see outside, you can see inside the at a molecular level. All those what's called is like a snake shaped DNA. The chakra system also runs in the snake-like fashion, the chromosomes and anything. So all this component of body is still physical and measurable. But then that's not the body. That's actually very limited. 90% of us, our body lives by the subconscious component, which is subtle energy driving through your body. It's a nadi system, 72,000 nadis in the body. That you can't measure with the practice of MRI scans, CT scans, and things. It's beyond like how we can measure now with special machines, EEG machines measure the electrophysiology heart. You can measure the waves outside of the body, how they energy. So those kind of things. So limited amount of things we can measure, but most of the things are very subtle in the body. So that part now, how do you express? So being mindful and conscious and doing these rhythmic exercises now increases the intuitive power and your connection to the right side of the brain. Left being very objective, right is subjective, intuitive, and there's a bridge for focus column in the brain, which needs to connect. It's like your best of your laptop you have, but if there's no router to have the internet, there's no point. So just sitting there without doing anything. So most of our head is like that. We are not connecting, and connection is not very only scientific and logical. It's actually more to do with your energy connection and awareness and interaction from right side of people. So breathe. The breath is, as you realize, that the prime importance. You'll be dead without breathing after a while. The second part, which subconsciously is controlled, is to digestive function as well. So now concentrate on that, and we become a physical person from a 3 kg baby to 80, 90, what we are now today. It should be 70 kg most of us. So try and make sure the weight is controlled. So what we put in our mouth and what we drink becomes the body. That knowledge awareness is important because we all keep fighting about weight, metabolism, and things, but the truth is the body only becomes what it becomes is what you put in. So be very careful of what we put in. So at a very physical level, but at more on an ethical level, also what you do in the climate to this earth, in the mother of earth itself, how we destroying it, deforestation and water and soil by cattle farming and other things. So you have to be more irresponsible. You're a human. Animals still will stick to what they eat. They will not destroy the environment they look after. But that's they live within it. But they keep saying the freedom of a human is a double-edged sword. So only to purposely to just fulfill your sensual desires is a very risky behavior, not only for yourself, your health, your mental status, but surrounding the environment as well, the earth itself. 80 billions of animals have to be killed single day to feed. There's much less space required if you grew vegetables and things. But to do the other way, it's much more. And the other part of it is that why nobody takes their children to a butcher place if school holidays are going on now, yeah. But we will take them to nice scenery farms, uh, ocean, everywhere, shops, things. But there is an underlying something subconsciously, at least old parents realize. It's not good, the behavior of that activity. But we can camouflage it by easily by having woolies and coats and then going to the and then buying packets and nicely covered. But it doesn't take away the truth of what we are doing. So these the whole plant kingdom and the reasons they are there. Animals are there for reason. We are here as part of the species. We are no more have no power or anything to just dictate and control and no, as we don't have power on other humans as well. In a similar way, you have to be aware the abundance of plants, animals, seasons, what they come in actually naturally are more suited for this body. The different kinds, fruits and plants, so make sure you eat them. So blood pressure, heart rate, and other things, your brain function are much more effective if you eat all these different types of fruits that are available. So either be it say kiwi fruit or any of those strawberries or any type of berry, blueberries or orange, everything has a meaning in its color and shape and form and season wise. So you keep watching the body. So you now after the breath, the food cycle, this 40 centimeter chew, all these teeth that are there, the reason you need to chew, your digestive function and chemical reaction happens in the mouth. So if you just put everything in your pipe and then goes to the stomach, a lot of the digestive function is lost. The two meters of large bowel, 8 meters small bowel, there are 38 trillion bacteria in your tummy. So you don't think about anything about climate or moral or ethical reasons. You just make sure you know your bacteria in your tummy require food. And if you don't eat the right food, which is cellulose, plant-based food, fruits and vegetables, fermented things, that are the food for your bacteria. Otherwise, they die. And if they die, your immune system becomes very weak. This is now scientifically proven that if you don't have this bacteria, then either you become very hyperimmune, like all these idiopathic diseases from thyroid diabetes, from lung disease to skin, kidney, every organ system, brain, dementias, and all these things start happening. Diabetes, high blood pressure, you know, complications, stroke or heart attacks. These things, it's it's actually this microbial or bacterial population in our body they have this activity within us. So food, for that reason, just be aware. So any refined food, acid-based food, heated food, old food, they're called tamasic. They don't have energy, they are negative, and they're not the food that those bacteria need. They require, as I say, the other food. So alcohol, soda drinks, any all this stuff, they're going to kill them. So if you want to be selfish in your life in this way, that you protect your body. Don't be selfish and jealous and other things for stupid reasons. If you really need to do that, then do things like that so that you are looking after your body. Breathe again. Deep breath. Now put your attention to the sides of the tummy, this bean-shaped structure. So obviously kidney beans and other food that are that shape, they help very helpful to your kidney. The kidney, ureter, excretory system of the body. 99% of it's subconscious as well. Involve yourself in the activities of your body, the physiology becomes much better, your functional activity of body is much better. So, uh, by intellect, we sewer systems taking away wastage and things, very, very good. But there's lots of other ways we are polluting by food, by rubbish, our breath itself, by what we say in words. Because everything is matter, as you know. It only changes form, it doesn't die. So whatever we are doing in other ways also matters. So that's why we do Agnihotra, like the Havan purifies the air inside your house, expresses gratitude, and then it shares the positive, the vapors that comes out with it in the environment in your neighborhood. Nishkam kind of like, so you are servicing not only cleansing around the area but the community that you live in. That's why it's a very, very, it's accepted as a very high level of the best level of actually activity that you can do, because there's no conditions in air, doesn't keep anything, it keeps traveling and sharing. So by Yajna or Agnihotra, that's but we hardly do it these days. These things, this is why we are suffering so much. To pay attention to the fingertips, then your wrist, your elbow, your shoulders, back of the neck, follow down your vertebrae, down your bum, back of your thigh, back of the calf, the sole of the feet from the back, come to the toes, in the front, follow up in the front ankle, calf, knee, thigh, to the left side, your pelvic area. Visualize the spinal cord with what's called Ida, then in the center, which is related to the sort of mood, hormone secretions in the end organs on the right side is called Pingala, position of sun, visualize it, the distance, that light, 8 minutes it takes to land on that radiation that that radiates this earth, your body, the vitamin D, the plants, the energy that we get, all comes from there. There's a direct impact as the earth orbits around the sun. It's called circadian rhythm, so the pituitary gland in your brain is stimulated. So every sense of living is actually controlled by this master organ in the top. So sleeping on time, waking on time is very important, because otherwise the whole body physiology is disrupted. What's called vasopressin, antidiuretic hormone increases this amount of food, and this process is nitrous oxide, so blood vessels dilate, your blood pressure is controlled, lots of food, hormones, even mediators are secreted by it. So like your physiology at a physical level, mental level you will feel that. And with the effect on your pineal gland, your metaphysical component is very powerful, and anterior pituitary has growth hormone, lots of other, all these other hormones in your body immune system are regulated. And it's next to it, deep perspective of your forehead where you could be asana, the chakra is when we do those exercises behind is called pineal gland. It's like the pharmacy of this world, the endorphins, serotonin, oxytocin, dopamine, all these chemical mediated neuropeptides. They have that's this is all science behind all these activities that why you become healthier, why you are more in control of yourself, why you can do disease, why you are more control. You are not dependent on your senses. It's all scientific when you understand the body and incorporate these yogic exercises and activities, then you express it. Okay, so your thyroid, your parathyroid gland is called thymus. As we grow older, it becomes very small. No wonder our immune system goes down. When the immune system goes down, you can have every sorts of disease, from virus, bacteria, and microbial imbalance of food eating behavior, of all these other diseases, diabetes, hypertension, and complications, brain, dementia, and even cancer. So immune system, if you know how to be in control, the stem cells or reserve cells, the body are always there, about 25% reserve sits of every single cell in your body, but we don't know how to tap into it. So these exercises that when we are doing like tapping and movement, asanas, and then breathing exercises, they actually stimulate your increases your ability to your stem cells in your body and the mind control and awareness not being limitation to only first chakras takes you away from the slavery of your adrenal gland, which is like hyperactive whole day, fight, flight, response. You can't survive, nobody can survive that state. That's why people work hard and then quickly run away for holiday. But in the holiday itself, they get stressed and they come back. That is not a solution. It is running away from reality of life. It's no way you are actually balancing your adrenal glands. If anything, you're just supercharging it by different ways of running around in escaping reality. You need to be able to live in yourself and what you're doing wherever you are is you are in control, not the external world. If you keep doing that and falling into the traps of quick measure, band-aid types of options of thinking that you are managing your life, you're mistaken because we are not, as a society, getting with all these advances, the health-wise, we are getting really very poor. So you what's called the vasovagal nerve stimulation. So rest, repair, regeneration, creativity, all these activities is what you are, the intuitive power. It's the vagus nerve in your brain, which is connected to your eyes, your face, your heart, your lungs, your thymus, your immune system, your gut system. That is what it needs to be activated. And by default, when you go for a while, say in a new place somewhere, you feel very relaxed because it's a first time exposure and your vasovagal nerve stimulation happens because you are in a new environment. But you don't like to go at the same place next time around because it's already had an experience. So it's a default way of why tourism survives and people run around the world because that by default in itself, if a new nature gives you that vasovagal inspiration. But what if I say you can do it every time, every day in your home? And that's how people who do this activity are able to be in the real control of themselves rather than running behind and trying to fix this thing, which 90% of the world is doing. So learning how to stimulate this vasovagal nerve uh, pathway is the solution, okay, of balancing your flight response of cortisol hormone, catecholamines, and all these things that hyper-stimulate you. The breathing exercises, the yogic poses,
this meditative thing that we do is what stimulates and expresses these variable waves and beauty of the face, heart rate, lung rate, peristalsis, spleen, gallbladder, liver, all these things maintain. Now, breathe again. Take your attention with your closed eyes, see your two eyes themselves and see if you can increase your ability to see further and further like a bird. Same with your ears, same with your nostrils, same with your taste buds. So you get the real depth of each of the sensual perceptive power, not this limited 5-10%, which is very material, and that's why we are dependent on material things. So it's like a sword, it's sugar or fat. So beyond that, if you bypass this, then these things don't matter because the perception and the satisfaction of each senses is so much more. 90% is still you haven't known. And the corporate world is very good in that making you addicted to these things so that you don't get out of it because of the money. Breathe again. And the expressive activities, you see, or either the talking ability, your hands, your feet, your excretory organ, your productive organ. They're the 10 sensual antennas to this body. So just try and go to the depths of them, and you'll bypass this small level of addiction that we have because if you only make even the senses even walk to even a 20-30%, you'll be beyond these small addictions of life. Breathe again. Now take your attention to the tailbone where we started. We started with asana. Muladhara, come up. Swadhisthana, come up. Manipur, come up. Anahat, come up. Vishuddhi, come up. Nashikagra, come up. Ajna Trikuti, all the way up to the top of the head. Sahasra. From this is this energy as you keep progressing, keep going, and all that we talked about your subconscious brings all those in a conscious level. So you are living the heaven on earth. The entire goodness is with you all the time then. Breathe again. Now take your attention beyond beyond this physical body now. Visualize that you as a person is more than this sensual perceptive power that we are, but the thought processes, because each of the thoughts converts into electrical impulses, and that's what they go to the cellular level and does all the activities that we have. So that's very objective, but now observe yourself as an energy and move yourself out. The body is just a vehicle of it. Keep moving up, 500 k's up. Is International Space Station. Observe how the Earth is spinning. While you are here, you don't realize it, but when you are there, you see Earth is spinning so fast, and 365 days it takes to go around the sun. It makes 1 year. So time is a construct that we have, but it's a construct which now we've again slaved ourselves to it. But the reality of this person beyond this body cells is this energy. You are beyond time. You are the space itself. So have a feel if that you can visualize in yourself that component of you, then you can travel without a spacecraft. You can feel it's a position of the moon. Yes, so India just left a spacecraft to land on the southern uh, part of moon. So your mind it travels faster than any spacecraft. It bypasses all wormhole, anything doesn't need to orbit, it goes. So if you can utilize that part of you, that powerful energy that we have, visualize the moon, position of moon, the distance of moon, the sun, it's like 350, 153 million kilometers. So that distance, observe it, feel it, not only have the knowledge, then have awareness, and then feel the whole position of our Earth, our universe in the Milky Way. It's got 100 billion actually galaxies within the Milky Way. It's so vast and huge. Yes, but like a dust particle in context, but within this Milky Way, there's this abundance of how our universe, the Earth, like orbits, as I said, 22,000 kilometers per hour. Then the sun within the Milky Way around 200,000 kilometers. Then our Milky Way goes around. It's like millions of kilometers an hour. We move beyond this called Andromeda, Micromeda, other Milky Way like creation. You can't be limited to your body and just this, even the earth. You keep traveling. Feel that energy. Makar Santi, April, May, we celebrate as the earth now has, so the galactic year, one galactic year takes 250 million years, cosmic year. So it's about 25th cycle. So 25 more cycles will go. So we're midway. But then midway when we reach, then the awareness and the energy based component of human self becomes more aware. And that's why people are taking these kind of yogic exercises and things more. This is feel, just visualize it because that your subtle body can feel that. Andromeda, Metrometer, the parallel universes of what you are, the physical person on the earth, feeling and experiencing the creation, beauty of the creation. There's an energy form of you beyond this in a parallel universe. And if anything that you obtain, that we aspire to, is actually tapping into that form of you, that energy person in you. Because the more you get close to that energy form of you, the more you get into the abundance of either health, wealth, or anything that you want, because your person is there in that form, but you are experiencing the beauty of it on at a creative level, so that your senses and other activity that we can feel is happening on this planet. But you can express it much more larger if you are able to connect to your true the parallel self that you have. The time dilation, then event horizon, which is like beyond this three density, three dimensions, you learn how to understand you are not this body, you are not this mind. When we meditate, we do that. Because if you are beyond that, then you are in fourth dimension. And then time and space, as I say, it doesn't matter. You are beyond that. So wave, particles, mass, energy, is gravity. You're beyond all this for cosmic horizon, like a 50 million light years from here. They become transformative. We have transcendence and blissfulness. Because once you understand what solitude is and silence, and then leave, and then move into what's called nothingness, that is everything. Nothingness has everything. In the Sadhya Yuga explains how everything arises from it. So we know light matter is about 18% or dark matter about 20%. The rest is dark energy. It's called, nobody knows what it is. That is what is nothingness. The whole understanding of unified field, of quantum energy, quantum mechanics, quantum coherence, quantum jumping, all these terminologies that I utilize is actually explanation of this, that you are that energy form. And then if you really want to communicate at that level, then you have to become aware of that energy form that you are. If everything comes from nothingness, then you have to become nothingness. But everything is energy, electromagnetic frequencies, that you have to become that electromagnetic frequencies to tap into that abundance. So that is what yoga teaches you, from physical to mental to be the spiritual, metaphysical understanding and relationship of who you are in context of God. of the universe. Everything is part and parcel of this entire humongous creation beyond our comprehension. The only thing what we can do is we keep progressing, breathing deeply, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe deeply, and out, breathe in. Okay. All right. Sit. You like yoga nidra? If you like sleeping, you will have the benefits of sleeping. What it gives you 7 hours, you get into half an hour. So that's what it does, because you by default, by sleeping, tap into your subconscious. By yoga nidra, you are actively doing it. And anything in which you are active and you are participant, that by making it conscious, that activity becomes much more powerful. Anything that you do in life. So same thing with your rest, repair, and regeneration of the body. So that's why yoga nidra, if you practice, you will always be energetic. Your body will be very healthy because you are communicating within yourself, and everything that we look for outside actually is found from rather inside. By going in, you find everything else. From externally, yeah, there's some success in it. There's a lot of hard work and frustration and limitation in it. Now we do breathing exercise. So first, let's take out. Yeah, so breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your nose. As you breathe in, push your belly button out, breathe out, push your belly button in. Oh. All these things are very rhythmic. Once you into rhythm, actually, then the pain and the muscle that stress you feel, it all goes away. But for time constraints, we keep moving on. So after Bastika, we'll do Agnisar. So breathe in deeply, breathe out all the air, hold the breath, sit straight, and then push your belly button out and in, and hold the breath as long as you can. So learn this capability in yourself to hold the breath as long as you can. Okay? Breathe in deeply, out again. Hold. Breathe in, breathe out, hold it.
One more time. Anushka. Up. Breathe in and out. Yes, so that was Agnisa. Now do Ujjayi Pranayam. So breathe in, focusing on what I was talking about, your stem cells, your bone marrow, all these things deeply. Breathe in, out, in, out, in. You can feel the vibrations, yeah. Do it whenever you get a moment. Now put your chin on the chest and breathe similar. You feel your then lift your neck up, close your right nostril to the left. Refresh yourself, breathe through your tongue. Now breathe in deeply, Abhayantra breathe out everything, Bahi Briti, and hold the breath. It's called Vaikumbha. When you hold it, then compress all your orifices, Mulban, Jalandharban, Udanban. You put your chin on your chest and constricting everything. Okay, hold it as long as you can. When you can't hold anymore, then breathe and feel the entire beauty of peace and blissfulness inside that comes with it. It's the space, we were talking about everything is space. Be in that nothingness in space. Then you feel entire happiness and abundance and beauty of creation because it's a space itself. It's not really metaphorical anywhere. It is inside you too. And so it is a yogic breathing exercise when you, after all that we did for more than an hour now, it brings you to the state now you can feel it. So breathe again. Deep breath. Out. Hold. When you can't hold anymore, breathe in. Feel. The Muladhara right to the top of your Sahasra. Or observe Shiva Shakti, the Dabru, the drum in the hand, in the middle holds it in the hand. On the top, okay, it's like the pyramidal base comes up to the level of your heart, the pointy part in the middle holding. From there, base again to the Muladhara. Okay, so that's what the cosmic dance of Shiva means. Okay, there's a huge amount of meaning in these things. Cosmic dance of Shiva, Shiva, that energy or the grace that comes. Shakti, that what you express is gratitude for being what you are. And when it combines, You are merged into it, into one. That's what Shiva Shakti. Breathe again. Oh, Palbhati, Kapal, metaphorically opening it up. Okay, so all your energy centers are linked directly, you know, in the form of electromagnetic frequencies, the universe, or whatever we do, we pray, what we do, the deepest level of that is what is being able to communicate. So in the right language, you can't communicate. If you don't have English in the Western world, you can't communicate. You can't understand dog's language, you can't communicate with a dog. But then we can communicate with a dog or another human being without this verbal language if we are able to go deeper to it, just what is vocal. We just try over time, we do. We can understand people just when we enter a hall or somewhere the people are, which person is more receptive to you or not. There's no words in there. So that's what it is. You tap into that energy and that knowledge and test yourself by very gradually into acquiring these skills for yourself. If you don't do it, then sometimes you just feel it without even giving any credit, but become actively involved in it, and then you realize that you can talk to any animal, even any human being, without even verbalizing things. That is what is energy. Kapal Bhati is an exercise, exhalation exercise, which increases your communication skills, whatever you want to do, anything, everything basically becomes linked in that form. As I said, the bridging, that intuition part becomes, you are developing that. It's a exhalation, so you breathe out. It's put your back. What you're doing is breathing out, pushing your belly button in. Air is coming out. There's a vacuum created. Air gets sucked in, but we're not concentrating on breathing in. We are only concentrating on breathing out. So keep doing as long as you can, or a few minutes. It's good. It's very powerful in terms of exercising your muscles and relaxing your mind. Then it stimulates the chakras of the body. Let's do it. Okay, so let's do a low below. Breathe in to the left, out to the right, in to the right, out to the left, in to the left, out to the right, in to the right, out to the left. Now do the same into the left. Very quietly hold the breath. Out to the right, hold it. Into the right, and hold it. Out to the left, and hold it. Into the left, hold it. Out to the right, hold it. Into the right. The left. Now the shoulder, okay, as much as you can acquire peace by using physical activities of your body. Breath is probably the most powerful. Obviously, you need to have synchronize your body by doing asanas and the breath exercises by the time you come to Kriya to pranayama, which is now, you can bring your brain waves to a level of which is in rhythm with your heart. And then you can meditate. Because as we spoke about, that communication is paramount in terms of talking with the universe. Okay. Other parts and benefits of meditation that we learn is relaxation and things happens by exercise, by mindfulness, and by rhythms, all those things. But this is beyond the true meaning of yogic yoga, meditation and things is communication with the universe, the creator. Sit straight. Vachik, Upanchik, Manasik, express your Ah, U, Ma, creator, the maintainer, eventually the destroyer, feeling, the Mooladhara, abundance, the Vishnu Sarup, creator, the Brahma Sarup. You are the creator at a very physical level in itself, and the Brahma, maintainer, the Vishnu, and the Lakshmi component of this, the universe success is Saraswati with Brahma, the knowledge, intellect that comes, then you can make wealth in the Ma, Shiva Shakti, the cosmic energy, enlightenment, Ma, Ma. So this feeling, the three components of it, eh? Vachik, Upanchik, Manasik means completely when you absorb everything, you are merging basically with that light energy. Um, स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदया संकल्प। हे परमपिता परमात्मा, मैं अपने बूंद को निर्वृत्ति के लिए और आपके पूर्ण आनंद की प्राप्ति के लिए पूर्ण शक्ति से आपके शरण में आया। कृपया करके मैं संपूर्ण दुखों को दूर करके हमें पूर्ण आनंद की प्राप्ति कराई और आपकी कृपा हमारे ऊपर सदा बनी। प्राणदाता, दुख हरता, सुख प्रदाता, जगत के उत्पादक, प्रकाशमान परमात्मा, दयावान विशेष रूप का ध्यान करके आप हमारी बुद्धि को तन्मार्ग में प्रेरित कीजिए। प्रतिहारा, मैं शुद्ध आत्मा में चेतन स्वरूप हूँ। मैं पांच महाभूत आकाश वायु जल पृथ्वी पथ तन्मात्राएं रूप रंग स्पर्श गंध शब्द 10 इंद्रियाएं चित्त में अहंकार बुद्धि कुछ नहीं, बल्कि मैं शुद्ध आत्मा हूँ, मैं चेतन स्वरूप। The body keeps changing, emotions keep changing, thoughts keep changing, but you, I, beyond that never changes. I'm the divine, I'm the soul, I'm the prana, I'm the life source, I'm part and part of the entire creation. I'm that nothingness. मैं शुद्ध आत्मा में चेतन स्वरूप, interception, detachment. The fourth dimension is the fifth density, dharana, concentration. Sixth, meditation. Seventh, samadhi, blissfulness. संयम की प्राप्ति. Just go for the highway. There's many rivers, all leads into the ocean. There's many paths, but try this. Go for the highway or the straight channel if you can. And it's in Rishi Patanjali, Yajurveda teaches the highway of communication. कपैला स्वर व्यापक, स्वर शक्तिमान, स्वर अंतर्यामी, ये जन्म आनंद मन बेकार नित्य पवित्र सृष्टि करता है। नौद्रिप आकाश वायु अग्नि जल पृथ्वी हर काल हर समय हर जगह हर मोड़ हर स्थिति में उपस्थित। 24 गुण 33 कोटियां 5 क्रिया धर्म अर्थ का मोक्ष प्राप्त कराने वाला ब्रह्मचर्य गृहस्थी भारत संन्यास की पूरी यात्रा पूर्ण कराने वाला हमारे लिए ब्राह्मण क्षत्रिय वैश्य शूद्र है बनाने वाला चलाने वाला अनंत काल से अपनी उपकार अपनी आशीर्वादों की वर्षा करके प्राणी मात्र की संपूर्ण कामना को आप पूर्ण करते हमारे लिए जो कुछ शक्ति है उसे बिना स्वयं हमारे बोली में डालती जाती हो। आपके आचरण में जो शांति आनंद का वास, आपके चरण शीतल छाया में संतृप्ति शाश्वत सुख की उपलब्धिता सब विरसित पदार्थों की प्राप्त करने सच्ची ईश्वर का विश्वास। हम स्तुति प्रार्थना उपासना करें, काम क्रोध लोभ मोह मद माया ईर्ष्या द्वेष टिल भावनाओं से हम दूर रहे। Creator, organizer, protector, omniscient, omniscient, omnipotent, generator, operator, destroyer. From eternity, they keep showering your blessings. All the eyes of living beings are always fulfilled by you, whatever is good and beneficial for us. You provided us without asking. You provided wisdom, happiness, peace, and contentment, love and affection, dispel of illness, weakness, and worry. May we always remember to sit and submit ourselves in the arms of your benevolent and compassionate. Remove our narrow-minded selfishness, affection, anger, jealousy, hatred, violence, ill will, and activities of our life. May we like the lotus flower. Enjoy the expression of the entire creation on this earth, but be moved like that lotus flower, above and beyond the material field, but in the metaphysical, spiritual enlightenment. दूसरा सर्वरक्षक आदि दैविक आदि भौतिक आध्यात्मिक प्रतिबिंब वनस्पति गोरख सूक्ष्म कारण gross or ethereal body, subtle body or causal body, जाके रखो साइया मार सके ना कोई बाल न पाका कर सके जो के लिए you are the avenger, the shield, the protector, every place of existence. There is no randomness, there is no accident, but everything is a coincidence. There's serendipity, there's synchronicity, there's symphony, there's harmony, there's homeostasis. There's magnetism at mental, at physical level, material, spiritual level. Mhm. तुम्हारे में सात्विक गुणों की प्राप्ति हो, क्षमा सरलता स्थिरता काट टूटता सब अच्छे गुण हमारे संपत्ति बने, हमारे शरीर स्वस्थता परिपुष्ट मन सूक्ष्म तथा उन्नत हो, आत्मा पवित्रता सुंदर हो, आपके संस्पर्श हमारी सारी शक्तियां विकसित हो, हमारे हृदय विद्या शांति हो, पानी में मिठास में, दृष्टि में, प्यार में, बुद्धि त्याग ज्ञान से परिपूर्ण करे, हमारी व्यक्ति महान तथा विशाल हो। यदि नाथ दिनों के मन में चलने वाले ईश्वर आप चंदा बिंदु में हमारे जीवन अर्पित सबके सेवा में लेकर हमें की तात्पर्य ईश्वर may require all the virtuous qualities of life, forgiveness, simplicity, stability, fearlessness, humbleness, all the qualities of soul, the body be healthy, strong, mind pure and enlightened, soul divine, is brought through blessings and all our sins, be enlightened by our heart and infinity. Towards the renewal and thoughtful affection and the vision of love for creation, complete education and vision of personality, be virtuous and great. The existence of the poorest of the poor, realize to be the graces. These are the Shuddhamasi, Buddhamasi, Muktamasi, and Ranjanasi. आप शुद्ध पवित्र हो you are perfect and complete. May we strive for the beauty, perfection, sincerity, truthfulness, and endeavor to reach that perfection. तत्वमसि हम ब्रह्म जैसे सच्चिदानंद कल्पों की पूरी संकल्प के सामना हमारे शरीर से तान को ग्रोस प्रोटीन स्थूल शरीर से जो जो प्रोग्राम है छोटे से उससे रीप्रोग्राम करें एनर्जी बेस दिस बियॉन्ड लॉजिक एंड सब्जेक्टिविटी की जो इंट्यूटिव पावर है तो हम जो हमारी सब कॉन्शियस है तो कॉन्शियस लेवल आ जाए राजसिक जो पद है the sensual attachments, desires, and रोकती है 60-70,000 thoughts a day. अपारण शरीर जो जन्मों जन्म का फिर बोलते हैं ना कि योग ही एक रास्ता है जिससे हम जो इम्प्रेशन का आरंभ का जो साइकिल है उससे निकल सकते हैं। इतनी क्लेश है हमारी विद्या आश्रित राग द्वेष अग्नि देश मृत्यु का उल्टा ज्ञान लवा बदले की भावना सिर्फ समाओ काम को जो मजा माया मुझसे ईर्ष्या देश ने कुटिल भावनाओं को दूर करे हमारी बातचीत का और श्लेषमा की प्राप्ति है जागृत से स्वप्न शिशु की थूरिया थूरिया तर्ग भागव भागव चेतना जो है सब ऐसे हम कॉन्शियस स्टेट में महसूस करते रहे शब्द वाणी संकल्प ध्यान ज्ञान अन्न जल अग्नि आकाश की आशा आत्मा परमात्मा कृष्णा कृष्णा विदेशना से बचे मित्र का पूर्ण का उपेक्षा की प्राप्त हो अन्नमय कोश मनमय प्राणमय विज्ञान आनंदमय कोश शीत से बातचीत से बोले के तो हमारे में अहिंसा सत्य आस्तिक ब्रह्मचर्य तिग्रा से ईश्वर के ज्ञान की प्राप्ति हो एकाग्र की स्थिति बने सर्विकल से सर्विचार सर्विस से नरवी संप्रजय से सर्वी से निर्गुण स्थान शिशु तक बने ध्यान ध्यान समाधि की प्राप्ति संयम की प्राप्ति सिद्धि सिद्धि अनिमा महिमा गरिमा गरिमा प्राप्ति टिकम्य इस्तवा इस्तवा प्राण से प्राण का प्राण दुख हत्ता सुख प्रदाय के उत्पादक हमारी बुद्धि को उत्तम मार्ग में प्रेरित करो ओम सत्यम ओम सत्यम ओम ज्ञानम ओम अनंतम ओम ब्रह्म ओम सत्यम ज्ञानम ओम अनंतम ओम ब्रह्म ओम ओम अनंतम। ओम तत्सत्सुद्धि तुम पुरुषार्थ विषय में शरदा शितम शुनियाम वाम शरदा श्याम शरदा शतम क्वेश्चन शरदा जागृत में देवी तुम देवी तम देवी तन्मे मना ओम त्र्यंबकम यजामहे सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिववन्दनां नित्यं चुमसी उजूमसी वीरमसी सहमसी मनुर्मसी ओम तनुपाग्निसी तन्मे रुचोदाग्निसी वर्चो में देवी ओम तन्मात्रम अम्मा भवतु मां ओम तन्मे माचित तन्मे बंधुषका तन्मे विद्यावदनं तन्मे सर्वं देव देव ओम विश्वामित्र सवितर्देवतानि पराशुर देवतन्नाशुर ओम हिरण्यगर्भासवताग्रे भूतस्यादात्तिरीत्या सदा धारित्रिविन्द्यामित्रमकृष्मै देवाय हविषामि देवम् यात्मदा बलदाय स्वे पार्श्वकृष्णं यस्य देवा छायामृतनिश्चमित्यं कृष्णं देवाय हविषामि देवम् ओम यतानचनिमिषतु मुहूर्ते कर्मे व्याजत्रे भावुया यायस्य दीपचस्पतिष्पदा कृष्णं देवाय हविषामि देवम् मेन देवता पृथ्वीचदिरा युन्न स्वास सवितम मेन नाथा योऽन्तरिक्षे राजशो विमाना कृष्णं देवाय हविषामि देवम् ओम प्रजापतिर्नंदन विश्वा जातानि परिता भगव कामास्ति जो मस्तनस्तु वयं श्याम करो नाम ओम सन्नबंधु जनिता सविदाता नमः वेद वेदानि विश्व यत्र देवामृतमानुषान्नाशक्ति दामन्नदैर्यन्ता उमग्ने ने सुतारा स्मान विश्वानि देवो यूनानि विद्वान् यदस्मद्योरानमेनो शान्ति नमाप्तिं विदेव ओम नमो शंभवाय च नमो भवाय च नमः शंकराय च मस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च ओम शंभु मित्ता शंभरुणा शंभु भारिमा शंभु बृहस्पति शंभु विष्णु रुक्मा नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्तवाय त्रिप्रेक्षम ब्रह्मादि त्रिप्रेक्षम ब्रह्मादि स्वामी रिक्तंबरी स्वामी सत्यंबरी स्वामी तन्मम होतु तत्वाकराम होतु औतु माम होतु वाकराम ओम शन्मदेवी रविष्टया आपु भवन्तु पीते शन्नो रवि शन्वन्तु ना ओम सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो बृहद्देवाशा स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नष्टाशर्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति न बृहस्पतिर्दधातु नः ओम सहना भवतु सहना भुनक्तु सवीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ओम दीनानाथतेना मुजिता यथा पिंडे तथा ब्रह्मांडे तथा पिंडे ओम पूर्णिविवाहि कर्माणि विजय विषेतां समायुत्वे दीनानिति अस्ति न कर्मलिपते नवे ओमस्तु मा सप्तगमया तमसुमा ज्योतिर्गमया मृत्युमा अमृतं गमयां सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते Om Shanti, Antariksham Shanti, Prithvi Shanti, Rapa Shanti, Rushadaya Shanti, Vanapti Shanti, Vishvedeva Shanti, Brahma Shanti, Sharigam Shanti, Shanti Reva Shanti, Shama Shanti Rivi, Om Shanti, 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 Radha Samaste Lakshmi Karma Saraswati Karma Litu Govinda Prabhavati Kalpashma. शांति जी परमात्मा की कृपा आप सब पर बना रहे see you next week again have a nice week be good keep trying to become intuitive yeah look after your body your mind then you obtain everything that you want in life every success every abundance